Knowing what your human design looks like on paper or on your phone screen is a very different thing than living your life the way you are designed to live. Hi, I'm Yang Pratt of Illuminating You Productions, and I welcome you here to this channel where we explore ways that you can learn and discover how to reclaim the leading role in your life. Ways that you can step out from behind the supporting character roles you're playing for everybody else and step into the spotlight of the life you know you are meant to live. Today, I wanted to take you a little bit behind the scenes, peel back the curtain for you, because I was reminded recently that as somebody with individual circuitry in my human design, it is super easy for me to get so wrapped up and involved in my processes that I forget everything that is going on around me, and I forget to share what happens in that process because there's a lot of wisdom that I'm gaining in these processes that I never actually share. This is also me practicing putting down the script of perfectionism. As somebody who was a professional dancer and then opened a performing arts school that I ran for 17 years, the idea of creating perfection on a stage and sharing other people's stories through my body are learned ways of being. They are scripts that I enacted for years and years. And me taking you behind the scenes, sharing with you my process, because I've learned over the years that the way that I do things is very differently because of my individual circuitry. Even when other people share their frameworks and their strategies with me, I often have the thought that, oh, well, I wonder why they're not doing it this way, and I can just do it better, and I will do it my way no matter what. So as someone with individual circuitry, I'm here to peel back the curtain a little bit for you. As I'm getting ready to head to Korea for 3 weeks, I wanted to make sure that I was showing up consistently on YouTube. And this consistency is not something that someone else told me I had to do a certain way. I have learned a lot of that over the years, and every time I don't do it because it doesn't feel good in my body. So I created a plan for myself using my word of the year, which is self-sourcing. YouTube is my primary platform that I want to create on and share on in this year using this idea of self-sourcing. Doing what I know for myself is the right next step. Making decisions from myself, not asking or looking at the people around me, wondering who I should be for them. This is a year of me stepping into me having sovereignty over all of my decisions and how I get to show up. When I'm gone, I didn't want the pressure of having to stop and record and upload and do all the many steps that are required to show up here. So instead, I sat down, or actually I moved my body. I got clear on what I wanted to bring to you and then set in motion a plan. And the plan, I had to print it out because I'm using multiple tools across multiple platforms, and I was having a hard time keeping track of where things were, if things were scheduled or not, and where they all lived in cyberspace. So I had to get really old school with myself and print out the plan for myself. And now this plan takes me all the way through the end of March. I will not be gone the entire time. However, I built in a 2-week buffer for myself so that after I come back, I have time to rest and get over the jet lag that I know is coming at the end of the trip and not feel pressured to show up because I said I was going to, and push through any tiredness that will follow the trip. Why am I sharing all this? For 2 reasons. The first is knowing your human design on paper or on a screen is very different than living that design out in the world. Having people around you to tap you on the shoulder and say, oh, by the way, Do you remember this about you? Or I see this about you. I'm wondering why XYZ. Having someone reflect that back to me as deeply as I know myself via human design was such a good reminder that we can know ourselves all we want, and yet we need other people to also just whisper in our ear or give us a push when we need, because it's so easy to stay inside our little bubble and not look bigger than that. And then number 2, I wanted to share so that I could practice what I share with my clients, and that is practicing putting down the scripts that other people have given you to live. For instance, in my case, the script of perfectionism. I know that I crave seeing how things play out in other people's businesses, yet I know I'm not doing that. So this is a push for me also to live out loud and not just live in my mind and stay in my bubble and keep everybody out on the periphery. So this is my invitation to you to really take stock of how well you know yourself and asking the question, is there something that I want to do, yet I'm holding myself back because of the ways in which I learned to be a person in the world? Until next time, my friends, go out there and be more you today. Cheers.